guys, today I have this amazing 2018 Toyota Tundra and it's a TRD package. And what's amazing about this truck, it's not exist anymore. So that V8 engine 5.7 UZ, the one lasts forever, not exist in the market. That's why when I'm comparing Land Cruiser with 4-cylinder turbo engine hybrid, it's not a legend anymore because this car runs forever. And I'm gonna tell you at the end of the video how many miles this truck has. So, and as always, one of the most common problem why is this engine going bad. Basically, people not doing oil change on time. There is a lot of trucks and Sequoias I see before with high mileage, like 400,000 miles, 350,000 miles, and that car was running strong just because when you check in the Carfax and you see the service records, they've been always constantly doing the oil change. And I believe, I'm truly believing in this engine, if you're gonna do the maintenance on time, the simply oil change and filters, this engine gonna last almost forever. So usually Sequoia or Tundra, when you check in the VIN number, it's going to tell you this truck or this car has FFV. What is FFV? That's a flex fuel vehicle. And I don't understand why some of the trucks like this one has restriction on E85, basically the flex fuel. And some of those trucks, like the work truck with single cab, you can put E85. I'm truly believing in just software for the PCM because the engine staying the same. If you know what's the difference, is it the different injectors or maybe different sensors, and you really cannot use E85 on this truck, tell me why. So what's the most common and I would say most popular engine to swap in United States? That's going to be probably Chevy engine LS. But in Europe, in those countries on the other side of the world, we have a UZ engine. The one comes from Japan. So basically that engine goes to any drift car, not any, but most of the drift cars or any swap cars, whatever people doing in Europe, because this engine not going to give you any problem on any mileage. Sometimes this car has high kind of mileage and it was a small problem. The one got fixed for like couple days and it was a not big waste of money. And right now this engine runs like new. There is no bad sound of it, there is nothing going on, and it's probably going to do next 100,000 miles with any problems. So it's almost fully loaded TRD pack with LED lights, with that massive grille, that suspension, and a lot of cool things what Tundra has, and new Toyotas not gonna have it anymore. But I really want to just show it to you how cool this truck staying after how many years, like 6 years, and high mileage on this. It's staying in great shape and the truck runs like new. There is nothing going on with the engine transmission currently right now. The small problem got fixed. And the condition, I mean the body, interior, nothing falling apart. It's still driving strong. You might gonna feel on that mileage kind of noise from suspension, and usually the sway bar link's gonna fix all the noises and the truck gonna run again like new. So it is a cool truck. It might not gonna be good investment if it's a high mileage, but in general TRD pack back in the days in 2018, I believe it was MSRP around maybe 67, 68,000, and right now you can pick up the truck like that about 20, 25. That's amazing. It's still gonna do the same thing what the truck been doing 6 years ago, and it still looks cool and kind of desirable, and I would say it's on demand because it's a 4-wheel drive, it's a TRD pack, and it's a black Tundra. And Tundras, they used to have a lot of different options, so you basically could buy only single cab or extended with the short door, or the crew cab, or the max cab. And again, the bed, you can buy the short bed, you can buy the long bed, 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, TRD package, or just a simply 2-wheel drive single cab and use it for work forever. Even this truck, it's a TRD pack, it's kind of fully loaded, but still we are missing like the climate control. Again, when you come into this truck, it's such a big machine. And the door handles, they are about the same. So basically, when you open the door, when you just take in the handle, it's gonna show you what kind of sizes you're gonna see inside the truck. Let's see, Tundra. Okay, let's see here. The climate control, we have just regular manual. look at those switches. They are such a huge, I mean, it's not the common. Usually they kind of small, and down there you're not gonna basically feel it, but here you can feel the size of the truck, all the pockets, all the different stuff in this truck. It's big, huge, and you're basically gonna have a lot of space to put a lot of stuff everywhere. So it's kind of full of options. There is a backup camera, Distronic Plus, I would say. So there is a line keeper, and all those massive switches and shifters, they just massive. I mean, it is so comfortable and so cool to have it in your hand when you drive in this truck. And again, if I'm going to compare it with new generation trucks, I mean, it's not the same anymore. So the Tundra has 3.5 turbo engine. Is it kind of, can you compare with that engine? I don't think so. And to be honest with you, I don't think the new generation turbo engines, they're gonna last same as those. So now let's go about the quality of this truck. I mean, all the plastics, they much nicer than the new Toyotas. The shifters, even the door panels, they kind of solid. Even this massive huge handle from the inside, it's such a rare when I see those broken, but I believe on a new one it's going to be kind of common. And when you're going to see the condition of the truck, just imagine how many miles this truck might gonna has right now, and you're probably going to be surprised when I'm going to tell you the real mileage of this beautiful Tundra TRD. So let's sit on the back. Wow, that's an extended cab, max cab, I think so it's called. So there is 3 passengers. You can lay down and sleep while you're driving it. Again, there's a huge handles, there is a plenty of space. Maybe there is no entertainment, not so many stuff to do, but definitely it is comfortable ride to be on the back of this amazing Tundra. And as always, trucks, they do have plenty of space under the seat. And the only question again I have about SUVs compared to the trucks, there is a huge space right down the back seat. Why SUV not doing the same, doing kind of boxes? You can lift it up the seat and put a lot of stuff under that. They usually solid and not moving, but this truck can do a lot of stuff with the interior. So, and what's truly I'm gonna miss on those new trucks and new huge SUV from Toyota, that's the sound of this V8 engine. It just runs so smooth, and you might gonna see a lot of videos when the Lexuses, they put in the coin on the top of the engine and stays there, or the cup full of water and it's not spilling around, basically, because the engine running so smooth and so balanced. It's just amazing. And the huge question, why Toyota discontinued those engines and now they come in with hybrids, turbo, V6 turbo, and this and that. Even the new V6 Turbo Tundra, they still have a poor MPG, so you're not much saving money on the gas when you're driving the new one. So what's the point of discontinue this amazing UZ engines? I have no idea. And also on the top of that, why its most popular engine is LS in United States if you can use this Toyota engine, the one gonna run forever and probably gonna give you same amount of horsepower and the torque. And on top of that, you can do supercharge, you can do turbo, and this engine gonna hold it. So when you drive in this truck, it's a huge car, and you have to pay attention what's going on around you. That's why basically I think most of the time when you see the Tundra, there is a damage here, there's a scratches over there. It's huge. It's a low MPG, and it might not comfortable sometimes to drive it on the high speed, especially on the freeway. It's kind of bumpy and going side to side, but you have to hold it. So you basically have to work on it to make it go fast. And I would say it's kind of amazing to have this condition of the truck after 100,000 miles, but this car has more than 130,000 miles and it runs great. I mean, it looks amazing. And again, nobody would say this car has that mileage, but in reality it is a strong engine, it is a great transmission, and you're just gonna love it. I mean, if you're gonna need the truck to buy it, to compare this Tundra, used Tundra, and for example the Chevy or Ford or something else, I would go with Toyota, because Toyota, as always, runs forever. So what's your opinion on this truck, on the Tundra itself? And most important question for me, what do you guys think about V8 V6 engines, and is it really like the legend died when they discontinue this V8 with that engine or not? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you.